What you're looking at here is my longer tick chart, and you can use trend lines. You can draw trend lines on any time frame, daily, weekly, monthly, 1 minute, 2 minute, 60 minute, anything at all, and on any equity or market that you're trading on. You can draw trend lines on everything. What you're looking at on this chart, you can exclude the green and yellow and orange. Those are actually the high, low, and close of previous day, so just disregard those. The trend lines that I'm drawing, I'm using the blue, so that's what you'll be looking at. And quite simply defined, trends are measured using trend lines. And for me, a trend line is drawn along 3 or more swing point highs or swing point lows. So in this example, the market is moving higher, and I'm using swing lows. So I start here, here's a low, here's a low. Actually, I just went through that because it was a tail, and I actually used this bar here and continued through. We get a trend line break, and obviously the market moves lower. Now, the thing about trend lines is that they are subjective. It's more of an art than a science, and you can read many different books, and probably any book or course. If you read 10 of them, 6 of them might give you different criteria for drawing trend lines. And as long as you get the general idea, you don't have to be exact with it. In this example here, started my trend line, I drew it here, here. I could have drawn it here, and actually I did, and then as price moves, you can move that, but let's just go ahead and adjust that. Okay. And you can keep drawing those as price is moving. You're typically going to keep adjusting those. And so obviously you had a trend line break here, and went slightly higher, but then came right back down. This also trend line hit here, almost here, almost got there, and hit it there. So kept retesting that area as well. So again, that becomes a relevant area as well. So when you get a trend line break, you can have sideways channels. You can have trend lines based on the trend. And anytime you get a break, then realistically, obviously, that's a trend change. So when you have an uptrend, you're drawing a line under the price action because we want to know when it's going to be breaking down. So price is under, you're drawing a line under the price, so you know when price breaks down, you're now going to have a trend change to the downside. Price moving down, you're drawing the trend line above the price because you want to know when price is going to break through that for a move higher above that. So those are basically that's a simple explanation of drawing trend lines, and you can draw them on in very small areas of price action. You can draw them on very large areas. Again, it is subjective, and if you have any of the platforms that offer the automatic trend lines, such as TradeStation, eSignal, Sierra, I mean just about, I think Ninja, just about everybody offers them, and I would encourage you to use them. Because they really they really are an awesome tool, and I'll go over on the 30th, I'll actually go over that setup that I just showed you when it broke down on the next video, but I don't have a lot of time using YouTube. But here you could draw starting from the high there, touch it on that high there, touch it on that high there, and obviously this is end of day, we wouldn't be trading, but that's how you would draw it. It's touching here, 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 and just kind of consolidates and then goes higher. Obviously that's the end of the day. Here, let's just start here. So you touched here, you're touching here, and realistically, I mean, as price is moving, I mean, this is how it would look. You draw it there, and then you would be drawing it there, and you can just extend it out, and then as you get a break, then you can the trend changes. So it is pretty simple. It's just You'd have to apply, in my opinion, some other rules in order to trade that. And that's what we go into in the ebook. We do have other rules rather than just taking something like this here, as this broke here above that trend line. That would not have fit our rules, so that would have been something that we would not have taken. So, in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, you have to have something else